Paul Bernardo, who were a pair of serial killers in the 1990s in Toronto, Canada, and they raped and killed a few young women. And starting with Karla's younger sister. And it was just a really horrible story. And when I had never heard of the case before when I got the script, and then I started reading news articles. I thought, I don't know if I can actually do this. It's so horrible. And then when I got to set, I was sure they were going to fire me, because I was sure we were going to shoot the first scene, and I was going to be so, they were going to see that I'm not that guy at all. And the first scene that we shot was a scene where I'm beating Karla, my wife, mercilessly. And I was just totally shocked by how just shooting that first scene, something clicked, and I felt totally invigorated and like, exhilarated when I was beating her. And it shocked the shit out of me. And then while we were shooting, that was the most intense thing I've ever worked on as an actor, by far. While we were shooting, I was having his dreams, so I was dreaming this serial killer's dreams, and I would wake up, like, get out of my head, you know? It was really kind of scary. I've never had that happen before. And then I remember going for a run, and I was running by this junior high school in the neighborhood, and I was leering through the chain link fence at the 13-year-old girls on the playground, and it was just involuntary, so like, it really took me over. And, oh man, yeah, it was a weird, really poorly run set. The director was a total creep. They ended up taking out a restraining order on him at the end of the shoot, because he threatened to come into the production offices and shoot everyone. And we were doing these incredibly like emotional, hard, scary rape, murder scenes, and he would come out and say things like, you know, there was this one scene where I was like, tied this girl up, and I was beating her and humiliating her, and then he comes in after, and he was like, Misha, great job, great job. That was really hot. What? We're crying here. It was really weird. So, to answer your question, it was very strange, and I was scared that it wasn't going to go out of my head, but it did. As soon as we stopped rap, it was gone. Although I did see that there was seeds of violence in me that I never imagined. They were so far repressed and have been so far repressed my whole life that I didn't even know they were remotely accessible. And I saw it made me sort of empathetic. It made me understand, oh, I think I can understand like how you know, someone could grab a machete and go out and kill their neighbor because everyone else is doing it. Like there's these certain primal energies that are running through us that I think that everyone has available in them. It's just, fortunately, most of us never tap into those things. But yeah, it's actually not a very good movie. So I would recommend watching it. Hi.